Okay, we're here for today's press conference previewing the William Jewell game. Senior wide receiver and return specialist Jon Thomas is here with us today. We'll take questions from the gathered media. If you'll all please state your name and affiliation, and feel free to ask Jon questions.
John, Eddie Lomchek with KKOW Radio. Just talk about the attitude of the team. There were a lot of mistakes in Kirksville, but to still win that game, what's it been like around the team this week?
I think it's going to be a rebuilding week, really going back to the basics, to the fundamentals of ball security and those types of things. Some of us have been playing football for 10, 15 plus years, and we kind of forget about the basics that we learned when we were youth, and so we really got to get back to that and get back to our fundamentals.
Have you ever been involved in a game like that where there have been so many mistakes and yet still found a way to win?
No, not where I've won. I've definitely been involved in a game like that, but the outcome wasn't pretty. But we're fortunate to come away with the victory Saturday.
What is it about this year's team that allowed you guys to pull out that win?
I think it's probably our senior leadership with Zach there at quarterback and a couple of us at receiver position, and I really think it's that leadership that Zach had there at the end and driving us down and being able to put it in the end zone. He did a great job, and he found the receivers when he needed to, and he ran when he needed to, and he did a tremendous job.
Take me back through that kickoff return. What did you see that allowed that to go?
Really, it was a really wide open hole. I wish I would have had a helmet cam on so you guys could see that hole, but it was a great hole, and I got a really good block there at the end by Eric Love. He blocked two guys, and somehow snuck out the back door, and John Brown led me into the end zone, and the rest is history.
The passing game has not been as good as it's needed to be the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
What's it say for this team, the way you guys executed that 2-minute drill?
I really think it says that we have a lot of potential in that. Truman's defense, they were kind of playing pretty soft, and normally teams like to crowd the box in for us because we're kind of a run-heavy team. But I think that if we can open up and we can trust that Zach can get it to us receivers and that we can catch the ball, that we have a lot of potential and be able to do good things.
John, Nick King from KODE TV. What was the huddle like that last drive?
The huddle was kind of intense. Everybody was ready. I think we all knew that we were going to win, especially after that first completion to Andrew that got us kind of past midfield. That we were all in and we were all ready to go. So it was pretty exciting in there, and being able to encourage everybody and keep everybody fired up and getting huddled back up on the line to spike the ball. Everybody was in tune, and I thought we did a pretty good job.
You talked about Zach and his leadership. What was he like specifically?
It's kind of hard for me to see him over the lineman, but he kind of part the lineman and say, "Come on, let's go, let's get this," and really, get us fired up, and it was 53 seconds, but it seemed like it went a lot quicker than that. Being able to go down there and drive, go down there to score, but he did a good job leading us, keeping us focused and ready to go.
So you believed in him?
Yes, definitely. Especially on the last play that he hit me, there's a wide open gap there in the middle, and I knew I was running a slant, and so I kind of looked at him, and he looked at me and gave me a little nod, and so I knew he was going to hit me perfectly in stride, and he did, and got it down to the 4-yard line or whatever, and he ran it in from there. So.
John, Brandon Spiegel with KOAM TV and Fox 14 TV. William Jewell coming in, the only non-conference game you guys have this year. How do you make sure you keep the intensity up?
I really think we got to look at last week's and saw how we kind of underestimated the team and kind of forget about who we're playing and know that every Saturday, every time we line up, that team can beat us. And so we need to keep that focus and really respect these guys for coming in here and coming into our house thinking that they're gonna give us their best shot. And so that's what we expect out of them. And so we got to do the same.
Kind of along the same lines, you got Northwest next week. If there's been talk in the locker room not overlooking William Jewell.
Exactly. I was talking to one of our coaches about some of the players in Northwest, and he was like, "What about the William Jewell guys?" And so he's just kind of not thinking about Northwest, not thinking about Central, Washburn, any other team. We're focused on William Jewell and William Jewell alone.